All right. Yeah, you hit him with that. That was
And
your
then
bonus action,
Can't
right?
hear you,
Yeah.
Dave.
right, and then I moved over here.
You can't hear me?
Oh,
I can hear you.
oh.
Oh.
Can you not hear Nate?
Haha. All
He
right.
just leaves.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can.
Cool. So Fang, you hit him. You run on over to the edge.
Yep.
All right, anything else for you?
That is my turn.
All right. Let's see. That'll bring us to the Yakul right in front of Wilma. Kind of slides on over, getting right up in your area. And just looks down at you with
Area.
kind of its long appendages. Ooh, did that not go? Are my rolls not showing up for you guys right now?
Nope.
Self again or whatever.
Nope.
That one.
It was no rolls were showing up.
Yep. Must have been in that one. That's probably why. Looks like you missed.
Yep.
Good old clicky clackies instead.
Click clack.
All right, let's see. Nope, that's
What the hell are those?
that is a 9 total. Well, let me go make sure this is working still. Yeah, for whatever reason, I'll probably refresh. Another fucking 9 total. Two.
Alright.
I rolled 2 3s on my d20.
Roll it again to make sure something's not
Yeah,
wrong.
make
Thank
sure it
you,
works.
thank you. No, I swear to God, I rolled a fucking 3 again. I'm not even kidding. One more time. I'm
You're
st-
living in a
I was
simulation.
I was gonna say I'm stuck in the algorithm. Now that was opposite. It was 17, but all right. So yeah, that will miss. I'm gonna refresh. I might freeze, but Wilma, what do you do?
We are gonna. I'm gonna fucking try to hit this goddamn thing. Sacred Flame. For 9 damage this time. Great.
All right. 9 damage this time. Let's see if I get in here again. Wow, we're on round 15, huh? All right.
Yeah, it's a long fight.
Yeah, like I said, you guys poked the hornet's nest. Dex save. There we go. That's a 9. That's funny. What I just rolled like 4 times. Yeah,
Hooray!
that's hilarious.
Big Brother's listening.
Yeah, right.
Right. And then I'm gonna rabbit
I'm
hop
DMing.
away. That's no opportunity attack on the rabbit hop.
Asher.
All right. So
And I'm
what was
gonna
the damage? It was
kinda-
9 damage. You said.
9 damage. Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna rabbit hop away and kind of put myself in a position where like there's boxes between me and everybody. So I'm just kind of
Sure. Yeah,
You
you're
know,
not like
being-
in the boxes, but you have a little bit of cover.
exactly yeah.
Okay. Brings us to Drac now then, who slides himself over to Fang, clattering each step of the way as you hear his massive appendages stomping on the stone. He takes some longsword swipes at him. Jeez, a 9. Actually, he's not here, so let's see. Let's keep on rolling. Nope, none of these are gonna hit, huh? Oh, and they're not popping up for you guys, are they? I rolled like
They
20.
go to pop up and then they
Yeah,
disappear.
Yeah, no, that's because it shows the like that a roll is coming when it's rolled to self. But
Yeah.
no, I rolled a 9, 18, 16, 15, 14, 14.
Jesus.
Yeah, so they just all missed Fang as he's just trying to slash into him. Somehow Fang is the avoider of drow damage.
Zabzu.
Yeah, so that monk shit. So Dryder missed you, Fang, 3 times. Cool. All right, no reaction. So
Unmute. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, good.
But he takes 3 damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I am on that monk shit.
Drow next to Solrak, just in a fever of slashes, goes to try to just take you down. That's a 22 to hit. He does 10 piercing. That's good. That's max. And then 13 poison. So half poison. So 6 poison.
More poison.
And he takes another slash at you. That's a 12 to hit. Yep, that one will miss. He just once again, kind of like swings his sword around. You guys have seen the movie Hook, right? Where
Yeah.
Peter Pan, he puts his blade away, right? And then he doesn't get hit. I haven't seen this movie in like 20 years, legitimately, but this memory just popped up in my head. Doesn't he like put his blade away and then act like he gets like stabbed and then like falls back and something?
Yeah, then he goes, he puts it away, and the guy's running at him, and he like just puts it in his pocket, and the guy runs into the blade.
Yes, that's it. So yeah, he puts his blade away and just stands there in front of Solrak, essentially like ready for what's coming next. And you're up, buddy. What do you got?
Okay. I'm gonna Dawnbringer his ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a 30. 14 damage.
Hands just by his side, he looks up and he says a prayer to Loth under his breath as you just cut him down right in front of
And
you.
before I cut him down, did I say he's praying to Loft, right?
Yeah.
I
Loft
literally
apartments.
say- Yeah. Said Loft is a bitch in hell.
Ooh.
And say hello to her. Yeah, and I cut off his head.
It's an accurate description.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you cut him down, calling blasphemy on their goddess. You kill this drow at your feet. As you look around behind you, you notice just left is a single drider climbing up on the ledge and a Yaklul, a handmaiden of Loth, oozing its way in your guys' direction.
Okay, I'm gonna get in my broom and zip zap zoop up next to Fang. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna take a swing at this big old spider boy.
He's up 30 feet, so yeah, not gonna be able to do that, unfortunately. Oh, you zip zap zoop, is that what I heard?
Yep.
Okay, so you could fly up there. You'd be able to get, yeah, you'd be able right next to them, I guess. Go for it. You're not on the ledge, you're on your broom, right?
Right, I'm on the broom.
Okay, gotcha. Go for it.
Okay, Dawnbringer. Oh yeah, 29.
That will hit.
Oh yeah, and that is 22 damage.
22, nice. So the
And here
radiance
comes
just
20.
burns into its flesh, yeah.
Number 321.
It throws up its blade and parries that.
Blade. 23.
That will just hit.
Yeah! Oh yeah, and that's 24 damage.
Damn, it's a big one.
And how do you do it on that one?
Yeah!
Get 20
It goes
left.
to parry it. And I literally just in the broom almost do like when a kayaker flips into the water and then comes back around in his kayak. I literally do a little zoom with the broom and I come back up swinging and just like slash his guts up and just like rain spider guts everywhere.
Fuck yeah. He just completely collapses, his legs spread out and begin to like roll off of this cliff right here, and he lands right next to his brother as they form this little graveyard of driders to the side here.
Okay.
Looks like we got our spider legs.
Nice, yes we do. Now I can't see anything past here for some reason.
Yeah, I'll get rid of this wall. I was just doing that so that we could see what the actual visions line was for Wilma, but there we go, that should fix that now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take. Actually, no, I'm good. I'm just gonna end my turn there.
Alright, Fang, up on the ledge. Yakul, kind of far away. What do you do?
Move right above where the Yakel is. It's alright, it's time to end the last one. Kind of give my elbow a couple taps and jump down right on it from the top ropes.
Let's see it. Are you doing
Big
like a
elbow.
frog splash? You doing like the
Oh, the Macho Man.
Or,
Yeah.
Chris Benoit did like an elbow right off the top rope.
Yeah,
He did a headbutt.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
One of the reasons,
Headbutt
yes.
him, and then you kill his family.
Terrible, terrible.
21.
Nice off the top ropes. Go ahead, 21. That will hit. Make a athletics or acrobatics check for me as well, please.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Damn.
Yeah, easy peasy.
9 on that. Jeez.
It's just another day at the job, really.
Here's a midair flipping.
Monking it up.
Of course.
So 8 damage, and now I'm down here. I got it with the one elbow, and then I do another spinning elbow, huh?
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, 23. That is
23 will
nice.
hit. Yeah.
9 damage.
He's looking kind of like clumped up right now, and like sloshes of him are falling off with each one of these hits.
And then I take a step back. Flying knee to the jowl for 25.
25 will hit.
Oh, 7 damage. Come on.
And how do you want to do this?
Yeah!
With exactly 7 health left.
Nice.
Yeah. So, like I said, Yako being the last one. I jump off, float down easily, so I don't hurt myself. But I come down with some mighty force on this Yakel, right to the dome. Get up, see he's kind of a little dazed and confused. Hit him with the other elbow, ka-chow. Take a step back. He's like wobbling, and right in the center of him, flying knee. Dabs everywhere.
Yeah, just explosion of this yellow ichor just sprays out everywhere, and just this form that once was standing up like a dripping candle just now left sprayed all across this room. Its eyeball kind of floats downstream upon one of the puddles and blinks one last time before it stays open for the remainder of time. And you guys have now killed all the drow that are in this room. Cleared out the driders, and you guys do of course know that Kiri, the priestess of Loth, and her brother Ravel, a sorcerer, seem to have left this area though as well. I'll let you guys gather yourself, talk about what you want to do real quick as I go grab a drink.
I don't know about you guys, but I could use a short rest.
I was also thinking that.
Yeah, no, I definitely think we need to do a short rest, but we can get the spider stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think we do that back with the Kuatoya?
No, we can just
Yeah,
do it here.
Gather what we need.
Oh,
I
and
don't know.
then-
I feel like despite the drow being killed, they still have eyes on us in some way, shape, or form.
Like, do we want to go find the guy or the girl, or like, do we want to chase them, or do we just want to look around here, see if there's any information on Narvi or the brain or any of that shit?
My
We should
thing
probably
is,
try
if we do any more like recon like that, I definitely feel like we should take a short rest. I could definitely use a short rest to regain some key points.
Yeah, no,
And just like
after the short rest, do we like try
I
to
know.
hunt them down? Or do
Yeah,
we
at that point, I do think we should, if we're here, try and find her.
Yeah,
she
went into
seems-
the wall, so
she
I don't
seems
know
of
whether that-
importance.
Yeah,
Well, I can't go into a wall. Fuck what?
yeah. Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
wondering,
so-
I'm wondering if we should grab all the stuff that we need for the Kotoa, head back to them real quick, give it to them, and then take a short rest with them, and maybe they can kind of like watch over us.
Yeah, it is a safe place to short rest. Maybe like, do we want to just do a quick once over here to see if we find anything? Get the legs. Kind of
Yeah,
see what's
like
up.
see if we can find any that Zerkwood.
Yeah, or I mean, or
Yeah.
just hints as to what the hell they were doing here. I mean, this is like this is a pretty in-depth hideout. It looks like.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it seems like there's probably more than just one of those trapdoors
Yeah.
potentially. Trapdoor.
Trapdoor.
Yeah.
Trapdoors are trap. All right, so let's see. You guys have cleared out this area of the drow that were once inhabiting this place, as I mentioned. Near the end of the fight, you guys noticed the older brother, the sorcerer, run off to the north, and Kiri, the elder sister, run off to the east through some sort of stone portal or archway of sorts that seemed to turn into a portal. So as you guys take a breath after this combat and the intensity here. Yeah, a minute and a half of some extreme fighting. What do you guys do?
Mm. I'm gonna look around here. Well, first I'm gonna take out my demon sword and use the fiery blade to slice through the spider legs easier and start cutting through them and getting the shit we need. The Cortoya.
Okay,
We
sure.
need the spider leg, and we need their fur. So I'm gonna take that.
Does the rapier that they have just look like a common rapier?
Yeah. As you look at it, the Driders, they had actually these kind of like kind of just a short sword style, but some of the other drows, yes, they had rapiers. They looked like a nicely made drow fashioned, or I'm sorry, they weren't rapiers, they're scimitars. You had me saying that. But yeah, they just look like they're very nice, kind of elvish drow made scimitars.
Right,
You
one
see
of
some
those work.
you see some spider like symbols embellished on it as well.
Guys do make a mean sword.
Do you think these swords will suffice for the throne?
Weapon.
I
Yes,
mean, I think we should try it at least.
I think so. It came from super powerful evil beasts as well, so you can tell them how tough they were in battle.
Solrak, I need you to make a nature check as you begin to try to disassemble these legs properly.
Give him some guidance while I see him doing that.
Sure. You can roll a d4 on that if you'd like.
And you technically get my one thing
Oh,
called
yeah.
a minute, so you can roll another
18.
d4 if you want.
18. Cool. No, with that, you've got it quite under control.
22.
As you mentioned, the flame of your demon sword really helps you get through this process a lot easier than it would without it. And with that, you're able to go over to one of the Deriders and cut off two of its longer legs off of its body, not like this four kind of feeler things. You cut off two of his legs and get a good amount of fur off of it as well, enough to feel confident in what you have for the Kuatoya.
And I'm gonna take that and their scimitars and put it in my bag of holding.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
All right, while they're looking around and searching.
Oh, wait, how long did it take me to do all that?
I would say it would probably take you. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that one. I meant to do this one. Wow, that's funny because I was gonna double that first roll, and it's pretty much the same as that second roll. So yeah, it takes you about a half hour, 34 minutes about to do this.
Sweet.
That's really funny.
All right, so while he's cutting and Fang's looking around, they both kind of notice me. Like I just sit on the ground. I pull out these two really ornate like shot glasses. Like they both have like cats and like dancing ladies on them. And then they see me pull out this very, very intricate bejeweled flask that they've never seen me carry. Pour a little bit in each shot glass, and I sit there. I just kind of talk to myself, and I say, it would be fantastic if you brought her back and, maybe she was ready to chat. And that's going to be divine intervention. And we'll roll the dice, and we'll see if anything
Oh, you're
happens.
muted.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I love that. You guys watch as Wilma
does it
pulls
matter?
this out and begins to say a prayer to Sharis and begins to try to ask her for some sort of favor, some sort of divine intervention to come in here. And pulls out this chalice and proceeds to perform this ritual. But after a couple of seconds, you don't seem to notice anything happen. You actually hear a slight whisper on the wind. Wilma, you hear, all good things in all good time.
And I just kind of sit there and I go, maybe next time, and I take both shots.
I love it.
Right. Then, I don't know, Fang, if you're going to do anything, I'm going to look at something real quick.
Yeah, please.
I imagine we'd just kind of look around the place, see if there's any information about, anything Zentarum, Narvi related, or anything Eldritch related. Big brain kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, whoever's looking around, you guys can certainly make investigation rolls. If you guys, it sounds like Wilma's doing this, but if anyone's helping her, can certainly.
Yeah, and I'm gonna specifically search the weapon master.
Okay.
18,
Once I'm
18,
done, I'll give him a
19.
help.
That's a 19.
Ooh, a 6.
I mean, you could roll it yourself, or you could help by giving her advantage, but it looks like the roll yourself is the choice there. Fang, did you say you were gonna do something? You were gonna check just the weapon master?
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
Oh, let me roll a d4. 19.
Okay. So we'll start with Wilma, who, let's see, that was a 19 total as well. So you go around and you start looking through the different sectors that they have situated in here. As I mentioned in the last game, the area to the right where you see like that arch gate, it seems like this is kind of just like a sleeping area, a sleeping cell of sorts, where they have just all these pallets and makeshift kind of beds set up in here, and like assorted kind of rations and whatnot as well. As I mentioned, of course, though, you did see that arch gate, the stone on the eastern wall. And as you kind of look over at that, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me as well.
Arcana up here. 8, solid 8.
Do you have your thing or whatever?
It's 10 minutes, so I imagine.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I imagine it'd be done by now.
Okay. You look around in this room, and let me go ahead and just drag you in there. So, as you are looking at like the wall, you notice on like the side of, because you're watching her particularly as she went in there and grabbed whatever she did out of her bag and was moving whatever. You can't make out exactly what this is that you see on the side of this archway, but what you do see is like some sort of like burnished plate of like a dark alien like metal, and on it is embossed with almost like this like braille like form of like almost some sort of like, I don't know, maybe language or writing or sorts. It's composed of like almost like 4 lines of stanzas. But like I said, it's like almost like braille with these kind of like dots and like kind of ancient cuneiform or alien cuneiform on here. You don't understand what this is, but you did see her hold something up to this area, but what it is beyond you. As you continue though to search around in the other areas and take your time, and you make your way up to the north up here as well, what you do see is that this looks like it's just a private sleeping quarters, of course, where probably Kiri and her brother were situated as well. You poke around for a bit, and you do happen to see like a couple of like, valuables that they had left behind up here. Like you see a set of silver bracelets set with a black gemstone on them. You also see that there's a flask of wine inside of the chest that's beside her bed as well. There's another chest that seems to be locked right there too, that you can't, get in right away. But on her, right next to her bed, you see a small, like, kind of 1 pound obsidian figurine of a spider form that you would imagine this is, a figurine of the demon goddess Loth. As well as you find 8 sticks of incense sitting around on this altar, and yeah,
How much is the incense worth?
5 GP each.
8, so that's 40. So I'm at 290. Okay. I try to see if Solrak or anybody can help me kind of get into this locked chest here.
I walk up to it, and I'm gonna see if I can just smash the lock.
Always a good way for a barbarian. Go ahead and make a athletics check for me, please.
I like basically like get real close to it, like. Put
Hey,
my hand
Solrak,
up
can
like
you help me with this?
I'm about to do something, then I just start smashing at it instead of athletics.
Yes, please.
God damn it! What is that in that one?
It
I
is.
think so.
It is.
It's like, what are the odds I get that?
So it goes
let
and
me
tries
try
to
one more time.
slam down on it. The DC is going to go up as you slam into it, and you hit right in the metal brackets on both sides, and you bruise your fist. You are going to just take, I didn't mean to do 5. I was call it 2 points of damage on that bludgeoning damage. You slam into, and you hit, like, right on the bone on your hands, right on this metal spot, and it fucking hurts.
So I see him do that, and I kind of like walk over and I move the chest a little bit, and I kind of point to the lock, and I go, "You should try to aim like right here, buddy."
Yeah.
Tap him, and I'm gonna cast some guidance and give him help for this one.
All right. I said DC has gone up, but that should help you a little bit. So you have advantage, and you can roll a D4 on this roll.
23. I need the D4.
Go ahead and roll D4 for me, please.
Oh shit. 26.
All right, Solrak, you lift up your hands this time, and Wilma's pointing like here, and you slam both fists into the spot right in this perfect weak spot that Wilma seemed to have found as she knocked her around on the top right there, and you slam and crack into this case, and you see a few assorted like scrolls all raveled up in here, amongst a few other kind of small gemstones and other kinds of trinkets that seem to be idols or kind of like religious pieces for Loth.
That was useful. Just gobble them up. Just take them, put them in the bag.
Yeah, you also you do see as you pull up all the scrolls and everything, you do see happen to find a small leather journal at the bottom as well.
Take a look at that.
As you open up the leather journal, kind of pull the leather string around the front of it to unravel and untie it and pull it on open. It lets off this kind of like really sickly odor off the pages as you open it. But you see this really kind of like spidery writing, and on the inside of it, it seems like I said of a journal of sorts, and it's titled on the back of the front page that this is Kiri's personal journal.
Delicately, knowing that she's a priestess and there could even, or actually, I'm gonna cast it, ritualistically cast detect magic on it.
Yeah, you go ahead and ritualistically cast that, and all those spell scrolls, of course, are emanating this aura of magic, but the book doesn't seem to really be emanating any kind.
There's no like evil locks or anything like that on that, so that's
doesn't
kind
seem
of
like that.
specifically. Okay, so carefully open it up and see if we can read it.
Absolutely. You open it up and begin to gaze through the pages. What are you looking for in here?
I'm really looking for any information on why they're down here, and any information on what's the bird called now? Oofaloo or whatever the hell the what were they called?
No, Wabu is
Klabu,
Klabu.
yeah.
Yeah. Any information on Klabu or like the fish are acting weird, and any information about the Eldrix, the brain, all that good stuff.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a investigation roll for me as you begin to dig through this and see what you can find in the time that you guys spend down here.
God damn it! I'm going to use my
Yeah,
whatchamacallit.
you got inspiration, right?
Yep. 7. Jesus fucking Christ.
So you begin to go through it, and like I said, her writing is very spidery, and it's very hard for you to read, and especially some of the points she just writes in, the Drow native tongue. Of course, trying to hide away as much information as she can. But what you are able to find in here, clearly written, is that they are, they're trying to claim Gauntlgrim, the dwarves' mithril forge, that you guys, Reginald Roundshield specifically, his mithril forge, to the east of Neverwinter. And so for this, they help the fire giants, under the suggestion of Narvi, so that they could help steal Megara from Gauntlgrim and reforge Vonendad with the fire giants, so that of course, Vonendad would join Narvi's army, and same with the Drow, which would then gain them favor in Lolth's eyes, sowing this chaos across Faerun. And as Narvi and the Red Wizards began their spread, as is written in here, kind of just outlining this information in the beginning, is that they were able to paint some good aligned folks, including one, Earnal Albrecht of the Lord's Alliance, aka Glassstaff. He was a wizard leader of the Red Brands in Phandalin, and an ex-Lord's Alliance member that they were able to taint and turn to their side. In this, you see that the Red Brands, they were helping the Drow look for this ancient magic originally located in Wave Echo Cave. But what they found wasn't exactly powerful enough for their cause for reigniting the ancient forge and continuing to build Megara, the fire giant Colossus Titan. So they decide, to continue to help the Zentarum capture these slaves for Narvi, of course, to feed to his soulmonger, or perhaps turn into undead and send down to Daggerford, and also to turn into thralls for what is written here as the Brain. You see you see the Zorgoran families, sisters and brothers and mother, all written in here. You see Bearlip, Kiri, and Cerebil are all the sisters, along with the weapon master Jareth, Ravel, the wizard sorcerer, and then Drock and Tal, who were the ones that were turned into Driders. What House Zorlarian believes here, and what Kiri specifically believes, is that you can see her kind of like musing over this in her writings, is that with helping Narvi turn Faerun into this dead black planet, will clearly win them Lolth's favor. As I mentioned, this is the epitome of causing chaos in the world, which Lolth thrives upon and lives upon. And it would really make them what they're most important, or most focused on, is to become the first house of Menzoberranzan, the Drow city in the Underdark. Currently, they sit at the third house, and they think if they could win Lolth's favor with this, it would really elevate them to that first house spot. And that's pretty much what you're able to gather from this. Not too much like in depth about like why. You do see that they fucking hate the Kuatoya. Like you see like writings in here like fish people, they drive me insane. All they do is they rabble and praise their god, and it's kind of ironic coming from them, because what the fucking Drow do is like the same thing. They're mad fanatical worshippers of their evil god. But yeah, they clearly hated them, and you see some writings about just how they would capture these humans and either send them, or they were part of the group that would help capture humans, and they would send them either to the Soulmonger to power that, Daggerford as a part of the army of the undead, and help with Narvi's cause there, or down to the Undermountain to the Brain to become a thrall for his colony there. So that's pretty much what you gathered from the diary and whatnot. If you have any other questions, of course, you can definitely ask, but I don't want to miss what Fang was doing on the body over here as well. So what are you looking for on him, Fang?
I mean, I rolled investigation, so I just assume, again, anything on his sister, any personal belongings that like we could get more information from, like between them or maybe the Xantarum or their plans in general, anything like that.
Yeah, as you look over him, you see that he's got on his body this large spider. He's got like this kind of over the shoulder kind of cloak that doesn't cover his midriff, but it's got this large spider symbol that kind of holds it close tight. And on his
Nice spider
body,
crop top.
yeah, that's right. You don't really see much that he's got on him outside of his weaponry. It doesn't seem like he's really carrying anything, no keys or anything like that. But I would say that what you are able to find on him is it's a couple of these darts that they use. They're poison dipped.
I mean, I guess I'll take those.
Okay. Yeah, oops.
Go ahead.
You find four of them altogether.
Okay. And he said like no key or anything else.
Yeah, nothing like that on him, unfortunately. It seems like he was really just kind of like what you see is what you get kind of guy. Even he wasn't even wearing like a heavy armor for a battle master. He just really like relied on his skill and maneuvers.
Okay. Damn. And do we really see like anything inside these barrels?
Yeah, you push around and you open up some of them, and you definitely see that there's like, rations and different sets of tools and whatnot. You see in one container there's like, some carpenter tools. There's leather worker tools. Another one. You push into another box. You see there's even like some manacles and such in there. Imagine possibly like the manacles would be something that they use to help kidnap and capture these thralls with. But yeah, plenty of provisions in here.
Okay. I kind of make my way over to Wilma then.
Okay.
And shit. So did you guys find anything exciting here? I really only found some poison darts on the weapon master.
I guess the only thing I found was this journal, but I don't know. I sense there's more to it than, because I mean it's basically the only thing I got is the story that's unfolded so far. There's really I didn't get anything individual from it or anything like that.
The story that's unfolded so far and reasoning and rationale behind it, and of course, and kind of like, a nudge in the direction as well of like what these captured, people have been for. They, of course, have known about the soulmonger, and you guys destroyed that. I guess what I would also, yeah,
Go ahead.
no,
go ahead.
Please.
I tell you what, while Fang's going over there and Solrak and I are in here, I just have this weird desire that like there's something that I'm missing in the journal. So I just sit down for me with a second Solrak and I put the journal down. I open it up. He sees me pull that weird flask out again. I pour 2 more shots, and I just kind of sit there, and I go like, "Lovely, there's got to be something I'm missing here. What am I missing in this journal?" And that's gonna be like, and I'm also gonna burn some insets, and that's gonna be a divination spell. The Magic offering. I can put that to the game log. So like, the question is like, where in this journal can I find something about what's going on down here with the brain and with the Usus baby. I forget the name again.
Club.
Coco Bongo. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll a d100, right?
And no, this is
Or is this divination?
Divination. Yeah.
Okay.
So like, my goal is to find in this diary where I can find the information that I'm looking for related to the brain or the Usif baby.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. So you call out to your goddess Sharis to help you with. Oh, Carlos, turn that off. Carlos, turn that off.
Yeah, that's horrible.
What's it doing?
I just could hear myself
Okay.
instantly. Yeah, like
Yeah.
louder than myself. All good though. So you sit around and you begin to lay out your incense and perform this ritual, calling out to your goddess Sharis and asking for some help with this. And you're asking specifically about help with finding stuff about the brain or Klabu.
Or Klabu, like in the book. Like
Okay.
there's something in the book that I'm missing. Like I want to know the most pertinent thing for our task in the book. Like, she's got to know something.
What you hear as a little bit, it's eerie, a little bit of a wind picks up in this subterranean space where, of course, no wind should be present. It kind of blows around a little bit, and on the wind, you hear some slight whispers just going in and around your head for a moment. You hear, the words that you're looking for are within the pages of the book in your possession. Read better.
Can I get another read chance?
Let's see. Go for it.
After hearing that, I would have known that, like, I really got to focus. So, another balm of peace and a guidance on myself.
Okay. If you cast the spell 2 or more times before finishing your next. Gotcha. Okay, I didn't read that.
Yeah,
part.
yeah. The first one's a gimme.
Gotcha.
All right. So investigation. God damn it. 2d4s. Fucking 10. Jesus. All right. Whatever. I just keep the book with me, unless I get something.
Just slam it shut. And like I said, it's hard to really. What a lot of the problem is you don't know where to start because a lot of the writing is so damn hard to read, and because the writing is just so like scratchy almost on here. And like I said, a lot of times it's like she almost goes in and out of common and drow language, and it just weaves in and out to this nonsense to you. What you had made out though, of course, stands out to you. And I will also say that what was I about to say at the end of that? I had one more thing I was gonna add. Okay, yeah, at the end of, like, you kind of just flip open and look at the end here. Damn it, no, I had something typed up that I wanted to read. I'm not gonna just say this part. Alright, fuck it. See that in the backside, kind of flip over to the last journal entry and just read that real quickly. You see that they are quite aware that the soulmonger has been destroyed, and that the powers of the souls that were harvesting the energy in that are no longer doing such a thing, and because of that, has put quite a damper on Narvi and the Brain's plans. No longer are they able to just create the dead recreationally using the power that they're harvesting from the planet, from this life stream that Master Kuki told you guys all about. Now Narvi literally has to use the the small amount of Ducium that he has left to try to control and create these undead manually. Because he's like the only necromancer, red wizard, strong enough and powerful enough to do so without the pool of all this life stream and life force pushing into the soulmonger and helping just create massive amounts of undead on a whim. So because of that, they've been really refocusing Narvi himself on like recruitment and like trying to get people to um, follow his lead and go down to Daggerford. And additionally, there's been less worry about I wouldn't say less, but the focus has been turned to that direction. Whereas with the brain, there's a whole other kind of idea that they have there, and you see mentions of mind flayers and elithids and ceramorphosis and kind of this change that they're hoping to have come with uh, the people that they capture and send down there.
Sounds like he could be making more slaves down here, or I don't know. But if we want to go and chop down some mushrooms and go back to our fish folk, that could be a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's what we should do, and take a little rest and get back at it. I still think we have to find this girl.
For sure. It's definitely not good that they are out there. It's like you said, it's more eyes on us. But
So we just need Zerkwood left. Is that correct? Just Zerkwood? We have a weapon. We have spider fur.
And the legs.
We need enough Zerkwood to make a chariot. I think once we go out here, if we go just south, we'll find some.
Already.
Sweet.
Take a quick little rest, or do we just want to go grab the Zerkwood and then maybe go rest with the fishes?
Do we want to do it in the? Now that
By the way, how long do you
I wouldn't
think? How long do you think went by while this was going on?
It's probably been 45 minutes now, at least. I'd say an hour.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. What were you saying, Fang?
I think we could squeeze a quick short rest in this room right here.
Not opposed to that.
I don't know how you guys feel about that, how comfortable you guys might be.
I think it's fine. We have a good vantage point, so if anything does show up here, we'll be able to hit it. I would say maybe we
Hit it and quit it.
we stay right here.
All right, let's try.
Well, 1 second before we do, just spruce it up, ladies, and I punch each on the butt twice, and that's gonna be 2 casts of Channel Divinity bomb apiece. So that's gonna be 10 plus 8, so that's gonna be 18 health on each.
Ooh.
Wow.
Like Owen Wilson.
Wow.
And like while I do that, I kind of noticed that Fang's booty was just a little bit tighter than Solrak's. It's kind of like higher and a little bit more bounce, a little bit more recoil off the paw. I kind
As
of
to
like
be expected.
Yeah,
Hope you
I
kept
kind of
that
like
shit.
it. He clearly does more squats. All right.
As you guys are all
Short rest.
sitting around for a moment in this room, yeah, you can sit around for a little while and eat some rations and rest it up. Is there anything that you guys do other than this hour? Chat about anything? Talk about your next plans or anything?
I will say I have some mild reserves about summoning that creature that made the tidal wave and tried to kill us, but apparently he's your friend.
So Rex.
Hmm.
I mean, you could call him a friend, but you know, he did smell like shit. He was cool.
You know,
That is the stinky part. The thing is, to be fair, I don't know. He started acting very weird towards the end.
Do you?
that's probably what's happening to him right now.
That's right. And now we see him. He looks like this weird, sloppy creature. I don't know. I do fear that the only way to free him from this state is to end him.
Well, if the I kind of like I'm flipping through like the reason this came up because I'm flipping through Fillmore's thing and it mentions this bird in the first like third of the book. It's like, well, if we want to free a friend of Wilmore's, I guess I'm obligated to.
Oh,
Yeah, and I might be able to assist with that as well.
I think we'll have to because obviously he's part of Narvi's plan. So
So are you? So are we suggesting bringing him back?
I have a
no,
sense making this little thing for the fish people is I think they're trying to bring him back. And I guess my only concern is that that may not be a good thing, but at the end of the day, if we have to, you know, free him of his essence, maybe maybe he deserves some peace.
Oh, so you're insinuating killing him?
Well, I mean, it sounds like he's a baby aboleth. I don't think.
Potentially stronger than the former one, though.
correct. I don't think my friend is much. I mean, I think he's in there somewhere.
Do you think he'd help us?
Which I don't know.
If we were able to
I
change
will
him back,
say, I don't know if we'll be able to change him back, but he didn't attack us, or he didn't attack me, at least when we were in front of him. So that tells me maybe he recognized me. But it could also just be that he wasn't told to attack.
yeah, keep in mind the
How
Usith
much?
was the one that was still in charge at the time.
That's
So you
right.
think an aboleth made of your friend might be friendly to our cause?
Yeah,
I just
I
want to
just
make sure because if at the end of the
I don't know if he'll be
day,
friendly to our cause. It's just, maybe he might be in there and he might not kill me.
But
well,
I don't think killing him solves anything. You know, it sounds like once you kill him, I mean that sends him back to his original plane, which I guess for him would be Beirut. Um, and a new aboleth will come along, and potentially stronger and more powerful than the previous.
yeah, the aboleths come back. So I guess my question is, if we don't think he's a friend or would help our cause in any way, why support them bringing him back?
Unless they have specific plans to use him in some way, shape, or form, I would guess in any way we could try and hinder that.
That is true. That is true. I mean, I feel like they'd be able to find a spider leg and a piece of wood at some point in time.
You
But
think Noogaloop might have any info on Narvi having specific plans with Klabu?
think they just want to worship him. I don't really think they care much, but I mean, we can absolutely go through this, but I just want to make sure we all understand that our number one priority here is Narvi, and if this all goes south, we may have to put your bird friend to sleep.
Well, if we're down here, isn't our number one priority at this moment the brain and the uh the drow leader?
Yes,
Tomato, tomato.
but if we were in a situation where we ran into my friend, we should be prepared.
I don't
Just-
disagree.
So,
Well,
Does it mention anywhere, and Noogaloop might know this as well, but does it mention anywhere where Klabu may be hanging out aside from that? Because he vanished from that
yeah,
room.
I think the plan is to summon him with the gifts.
Oh,
I think that's the plan. I don't know. I mean, he wants to make a chariot. Maybe he just wants to go for a ride. I've seen that before.
no, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that we're prepared if he once your friend shows up, he's got to go. He's go.
That's true. But perhaps I can try reaching him one last time before we attack him or anything.
What if you
This is-
tried reaching him while you were in the same room as him? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm gonna try it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Next time we see him, I'll try talking to
How are
him.
you gonna reach him?
I'm sure we'll run into him again. Something tells me he's around.
What?
Yes,
So
we can-
was it a sending stone that you and him had?
Hmm. I believe so. Actually, was it a sending stone?
I don't think Luke had a sending stone, did he?
No, the sending was for Harshnag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Now he kind of just went off, but I think if we give the fish people this stuff, they might be able to summon him. And then Solrak,
right.
honestly, it's up to you at that point.
Now, if you do try to kill him, maybe the fish people are gonna try to kill us. So it could be. I could
That
go
could
and
be
protect.
people.
very
Could
badly.
we just like wipe them out with like one swing? Are they like super weak? Because like I remember fighting fish a while ago, like 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all like super weak, right? Like at least the ones we've seen. I think I'm not too worried about the fish. I mean, there are quite a few of them, but
All right, fair enough. All right, I'll try to see if maybe he'll help the cause. He's got to be in there somewhere, right?
I hope.
I try to convince myself as I say that out loud.
As you guys are all sitting in this room and discussing this and the possibilities of helping Lugans or Klabu or whomever, Solrek, over your shoulder, at the periphery of your eye, you see a figure walk across the expanse of the tunnel, the entrance here, and just kind of walk by and vanish.
Like over this yonder over here. I'm trying to click
To the
it.
southwest, where you are currently. Yeah.
Down
And then
this-
up to the north is like kind of where you saw them. It seemed like a figure moving.
I point to it, and then I literally just point my sword in the direction. There's someone over there.
Just
Sit.
No.
Relax.
Wilma, with your 24 passive or whatever perception, you would be quite aware if you saw a figure walk that way, but you didn't see anything.
Just kind of look at him like, "What are you at, Soul Rat?" I kind of tap him on his shoulder and I cast guidance on him. What do you see?
Nice.
You guys can take
Saw
a
a
short rest, by
figure.
the way, too.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Roll me some
I
hit
saw a
joy.
figure walk by. Well, what kind of? Anything about that figure that I saw? Did I catch anything from it?
It was really using your passive perception on this, but really it's just something you caught out of the corner of your eye, and it just seems like a shadowy figure just seemed to walk by. No details or anything seemed to be prevalent on its form. Just some sort of like you saw like almost like a shadow moving across the expanse there.
And I relay that to Wilmore or Wilma. Sorry.
Good luck with that one.
Well, let me heal myself real quick. I go, well, why don't you go investigate a little bit? We can, and I
No. Gentlemen, if anything, let's try and hide
Gentlemen.
around this. And Cottontail, let's just hang out by this wall. We really need to just relax. If anything happens, let them come to us. But let's try and take this moment to regroup, regain some energy, and then we can get on with anything. But seriously, in the meantime, don't look out that hallway. Just get back over on this wall, and like I said, if anything comes to us, then we will do something. You can't see... You can't see anything out there, and they can't see us if we're hiding behind this wall.
Well, he saw something.
That's what I'm saying. Let's not see something. Get on this wall.
You get on the wall, sweetie.
All I'm saying is, I'm gonna be the one that's well rested for our endeavors that we're about to partake in.
I already feel quite well rested. I already took my short rest. So,
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I've been sitting here.
Rub it in, rub it in. You know, us older folk, we need a little bit more time to rest up and recuperate, okay? And please.
That's not raw.
Is that why you're bald? Because you're so old? Lost hair? I don't know how old you are. How old
Don't
are
worry
you,
about
Finn?
that. Just worry about how I still look better than you.
I don't know. The baldness and stuff.
But seriously, just
Not the best look. Just, you know, it's just me.
it's stressing. It's you guys making me stress out like this is the first reason I lost all my hair.
No, but to be fair, you were already bald when I met you, so clearly.
There's a lot of stress that I had encountered in my life.
That's fair. I've had a stressful life, but you know, and then I pull my hair. Still holding strong.
So, how long are we gonna stay in here before we go out?
Well, I'm ready. Want me to go back to the fish people?
I won't be ready until the DM tells us we're ready.
I said you guys took a short rest already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did it before you went on this tangent.
Oh, fuck.
Which is why that's why I texted in the Discord like short rested up, because you're good. That's
I
why
thought you said short rest it up.
Yeah, like you're good.
Yeah.
Not long rest, short rest.
Yeah.
No, I get that, but
Say that.
You got it.
You should have said short rested up. Rested past tense.
Gotcha. Well,
Not rested.
I
up.
meant like no. Do it
I was
now.
resting it up.
Yeah.
I was resting
I
it
meant
up.
like roll your
Same
stuff.
thing.
Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
then so
That
so
makes
so
sense.
so so so, so Fang, are you okay with us sorting this out now?
Hold on, give me 1 sec.
I look over
Let
at
me,
Willem and I was like, I think he's unstable.
I need. I think I need to meditate on this.
Apparently, he needs 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't read that part of the player's handbook where old people need longer to short rest.
Yeah, right. Fang needs 65 minutes,
Yeah.
guys.
Well, would you
He needs
disagree?
an hour 5.
No, old people like get up at like 4 in the morning and they're good for the rest of the day.
Oh, and Sorek,
We're
for
gonna
the
be
record.
fighting in an adventure, and then Fang is gonna be sitting there like,
Sorek, for the record, I'm only 19.
oh. So you're not. I mean, I guess you're old in monk years, but you know.
I kind of look over to Solrak and go, so he is over 18. And I look back at his fantastic calves.
Yes, my young.
Who you can add to your children's collection with him.
It's what us monks do. Come the turning of age, at the age of 18.
Interesting. Alright, so you guys are all short rested up. Saw a figure walk by, skitter on by to the north. Solrak saw that at least. What would you guys like to do from here?
Well, we do still need to get the Mirkwood, right?
Yeah, Zirkwood, sure.
Yeah, there's
Zirkwood.
Zirkwood to the south, or there's a mysterious figure that maybe it's the other guy coming back to see how everything went down.
But
Yeah, the one wizard did run off to the west.
I don't know. Did I get the vibe? There was only a glimpse.
Make a wisdom check.
Alright.
What are you about to ask me?
So did I get the vibe that it would be a wizard or someone I knew?
Yeah, make a wisdom check. You could do intelligence if you wanted to. I meant not intelligence. I meant investigation, but that's intelligence roll actually anyway. So we'll just call it whatever. Wisdom's fine. All right, that's cool. 15 with that. The form, like I said, it seemed just like a shadowy figure form. What you saw of these drow earlier, yes, they're capable of creating and conjuring areas of darkness around them, but it seemed to like create like a whole, large area of like a cloud of darkness, not just shrouding themselves. This gave you a really eerie feeling as if it was like some almost like non-human form or non-humanoid form. But it was walking bipedal like a human would.
I relay that to the guys.
Are you sure you saw something, Sorek? Because I feel like we would have been able to see something as well.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little risky.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Fang, you were off in whatever tangent you were, so I don't know you would have seen anything.
I just know, I'm not going to entertain that because we already went through that all. But should we just get to the Koyoto now?
Well, we need to get the Mirkwood first before we get to the Koritoya.
You're right. All right, let's head. Let's get out of this little room and head south. It seems like that was where the Zirkwood could be.
Hop out of here while they're talking. Just kind of like poke my head around the corner and stuff.
And yeah, I'm gonna also take a look. I'm gonna stop over here and just look down the way that I saw the shadowy figure walk off to, just to see if I don't know if I see anything, if I feel anything.
Yeah, so you're gonna go up to the north.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep walking. I'm just gonna stop over here and just take a listen and a smell.
Okay. So right about where you are right now.
Yep.
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Throw him a guidance.
18 plus. Oh yeah, 21.
21. Nice. As you look up here, You see, let's see what you see on my screen. Yeah, you look on up and you see another room that kind of expands out in here, about another 30, 40 foot high cavern was studded with all sorts of stalactites hanging on the ceiling. The floor is a little uneven, just like kind of the rest of this place in here, but really don't see anything dangerous or notice anything in here. Um, with a 21 perception, stone solid floors, you look around, you don't see any footprints that would leave you any clues of any whereabouts or anything. What you do see is that another path seems to carve up to the right from this path as well. If you continued up, it would lead into a larger room, but it seems to be some sort of outcropping or opening to the right.
Something tells me I should follow the figure, guys.
Zerkwood. Zerkwood.
Zerkwood ain't gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
Figure might.
It says all the chopped down Zerkwood we saw along this path.
Or the mysterious figure fang.
I still don't see how only Solrak saw it and none of us saw it. I think it's just simply a bait. And we're just simply falling into the trap of exactly what they wanted.
God damn it!
Well, someone's got to play devil's
Good
advocate
point.
here.
Good point.
Fang, as you say this to him, you hear something in the back of your mind say to you, "No, go ahead. We need to find out what it is."
You know what, Solrak? I think we need to figure out more about what you saw. Let's go.
I don't know. You're making pretty good sense just a minute ago. Maybe we should go to the Zerkwood. What do you think, Wilma? Kind of Team Zerkwood now.
No, she's right. The Zerkwood isn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah. But you
Something doesn't seem right about what you saw, and I think we need to gather some intel about it.
Yeah, but you're pretty convincing that maybe only I saw it for a reason. You know, I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm over it now.
Wilma, in the back, in the recesses of your mind, you hear a voice say, "Come closer." But you feel as your mind is kind of pulling you backwards, though, away from that area.
Well, I just don't like this anymore, guys.
So should we get out of here? Is that what you're saying? Zerkwood?
I think maybe we should back up a little bit.
In the room that we were just in?
Yeah, maybe we do go hit that Zerkwood up and see our Kookaloo friend.
These guys begin to walk away and think about this. Solrak looks back down the hall, reconsidering this predicament, this situation, unaware of his party members hearing strange voices in their heads. You suddenly hear a voice call out in your head as well, Solrak, just kind of whispering in the crevices in your mind. And at first it's incomprehensible. You can't really make out what the words are saying. But finally you kind of like sit there and tune it in like a radio station, finding the dial. You hear these words call out to you. "Solrak, my dear friend, you are so close. I would like to greet you once again. But it seems like the two friends that you have come such a long way with are no longer. Well, of course I know where the one is, but whatever happened to good old Wilmore? Oh, that's right. Narvi mentioned that to me. What a shame. You come a little bit closer now and we can talk about this. Your old friend."
And I'm just like growling and shaking in place with anger. or shaking your anger in place. And I'm gonna say, if you're friends with Narvi now, you're not a friend of mine, you son of a bitch. And when I see you, I will fucking end you.
You see a laugh that reverberates in your mind. It slowly picks up in volume, getting louder and louder until it echoes around the chambers of your brain, and then a familiar static hiss just blasts you in your mind as that laugh once again comes back into focus. Oh, you foolish Solrak. You never should have freed me from that tower. Oh, the freedom I have now.
Enjoy while you can, you bastard. 'Cause I'm taking you to hell.
And one more time, you hear that static just turned up, and you have to grab your ears to stop yourself from going insane, and finally just nothing.
I look up. It's the brain. I'm just like hurting, breathing heavy. That's the bastard who's trying to reach us.
Maybe we
I
live to
point
fight
to the
another
hallway.
Well, it seems like we're awfully close to him.
That's where he is. That direction. So if we go that way, we fight the brain now. Or we go south.
Wilma, Solrak, are you guys in a position to go up against the brain at this moment?
I think we need to go chop some mushrooms now, guys.
I could use a long rest before I fight that thing, to be honest. But so if a long rest isn't an option, it's about as good as it's gonna get right now.
Solrak, make another wisdom check for me, please.
Do you think we're gonna have an opportunity to get a long rest while we're down here?
The fish would be able to watch us.
8.
8. You say that if we go up north, we go to the brain. If we go south, the trees or whatever. But you're not really certain if to the north is where the brain is. You're not certain direction at all. All you know is that there was some sort of shadowy figure that was in your periphery that disappeared up that way. You're not sure if that's telling you to go that way or if it's just paranoia fucking with you. You know?
Got it. Got it.
What you guys, because I'll just say, with that, you guys, of course, from the Kuatoya have learned that the brain is to the south, is where you guys need to be heading down the stream and everything from there.
Okay.
So a bit of paranoia is definitely creeping up on you, Solrak, and it's uncomfortable. You're not sure who to trust or what to trust. What you're seeing is real, what you're hearing is real.
Damn.
I think maybe maybe we shake it up and get to a different spot down here, guys.
Yeah, we should keep moving for sure. I don't like it here anymore.
That's the thing with the Underdark. It can really mess with you. So sometimes you gotta kind of go get some friends, get some lunch, kind of find a nice little place to hang out.
As he's saying that, I'm just looking. I'm like half listening because I'm just looking out yonder, just trying to figure out. Am I going crazy? See something? What the fuck is happening down here?
Yeah, it's really messes with your mind. You're so certain you saw what you saw, but No one else seemed to see that or appear to hear that or see it, and then hearing a full-on voice just calling out to your mind, and that alien-like static hiss just fills the chambers of your skull. It's unnerving. It's very uncomfortable.
Would Wilma have shared that she felt like she shouldn't go this way? Or kept it
I
to
mean, I
herself?
would have just been like, we need to leave, guys. I don't think that's the place for us.
All right. Well, then let's go find some of that Zerkwood.
Just we go a little quicker. Now, if something is watching us, we wouldn't want to give it any time, right?
Right. So, you want to go back the way we came?
Yeah, let's go down to the south and see if there's any Zerkwood down there.
They had told us there is a forest area, right? They had told us where there is.
Yeah, right. We had the option to go up here or go down to the Zerkwood. So if we just keep going south, we'll find it.
If Fang saw a bunch of vegetation and growth and recognized some of the mushrooms in that area to the southeast.
Great. So we'll go that way. I don't know how to get there on the map.
Fang, you want to lead them?
Yeah,
It's down here, right?
come with me, gentlemen and lady.
You guys push through all the
Yep.
crates and supplies and a couple of fungus growing on the stone walls. I'll get you out of the darkness.
Oh, yeah.
As you guys make your way back here, you see to the north is that expanse where the Quaggoths were, and then down to the south you see a skinny tunnel that leads into some sort of space, but down to the southeast where you guys seem to be making your way into, you see this grove of this forest of like Zerkwood trees that just erupt from this guano and moss covered floor. You see in here is about maybe 40-foot tall tree standing in here, towering over top of this like fungi lying on the ground of the Zerk woods and all throughout the moss and stuff. You see on the edge of the forest, to the southeast, you see a carrion crawler chewing on bits of a dead Duragar, a dark dwarf, just gnawing on the bits of it. And as you guys walk in here with the light shining on the Dawnbringer and everything, it looks up at you guys and hisses, and see its tentacles wave out in front of its face as it bites down on the Duragar dead body and begins to pull it down south and out of the forest away from you guys.
I look back and I said, watch out for more of those guys.
Yeah, that's not something fun. I'm gonna look at the ceiling. I'm looking at the ground. Just gonna I don't know if you guys want to chop down some stuff and throw it in your sweet sacks. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm just kind of keeping an eye out for anything weird.
Yeah, you guys can make
I
perception
agree,
checks
yeah.
if you want. Perception.
Fang, yeah,
investigation.
you know your stuff around here, so tell me what.
Yeah, so the big ones, like the ones that look like trees but are actually mushrooms, that's the Zerkwood. That's what we're looking for. So I'm thinking you chop one down, I chop one down, chop it up obviously to get it into the bag of holding, take it back to the Kotor. That ought to suffice, I think. They're about 40 feet tall.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Should be perfect.
I can't imagine they need much more than that.
I agree.
And if they do, well, we know where to find it.
Wilma, as you kind of look around real quick through the woods and everything, you do spot over by where the Duragar was a small kind of camp set up over there. You don't really notice much else happening in here, but you do see there's like a small tent, a cot. Looks like there's some like a pickaxe and a couple of other things scattered around there. If you walked over there, you could of course observe and investigate more, but from a distance, from where you're standing right now, as you scan around the room, that is what you see. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Yeah, no, that's about it.
And a note to myself, poor soul. Let's stay over here, guys.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of like an abandoned little like kind of igloo-like shaped home that probably this poor Duragar had set up before this carrion crawler came in and snatched him away.
Well, I'm gonna find the biggest Zerkwood tree I can find and start chopping.
The biggest one?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, you can make a. Actually, that's fine. You can just find the biggest one. That's fine. You go on up as you kind of look around for a little bit, and what are you using? Like, do you guys have an axe that you can use?
I'm gonna pull out my adamantine short sword.
Okay, yeah, that'll be kind of good.
And I'll use my demon sword to help with the
Yeah, I'm just
chopping.
gonna keep watch.
Okay.
Nothing crazy's happening.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like sawing at it with it.
Okay. If you're sawing at it, I'll go ahead and let you make a you can do a dex check with that of sorts. So you can go ahead and make a athletics check.
Oh yeah.
Wilma, are you doing anything while they're chopping down?
Oh, now 20, baby.
I'm just keeping an eye out for any suspicious Underdark shit.
15.
15, nice. Yeah, so Fang, you're sitting there with the adamantine short sword and kind of just going back and forth at this for a little while. It takes you a bit of time to finally slice into it, and you find a movement to get in there and actually begin to carve through it. It's not serrated or anything, so it does take you a bit of time and an effort to do. As you see Storak just kind of roll up his sleeves right beside you with the biggest tree on this whole fucking plot of this grove right here, and just says step aside, and you see the flame on the blade just go up, and he baseball swings right into it and cracks into the bottom of the wood, and you see it splits almost all the way through for this one first hit, which is kind of impressive. And you slice through, and you watch as everyone's like looking at you like, oh shit, like that was really something. as you're cutting through this thing like it's nothing. Like I said, your blade is situated more than halfway through the tree right now, and taking one sword swing at a massive tree like this, that's quite the feat.
I look over at Fang. I said, it's all in the hips, buddy. And I'm gonna take another chop to bring it down.
Yeah, you definitely have more hips than me. Except I don't think it's all muscle there.
As you raise your blade one more time to slice into it, you have it back behind your head, ready to go into it, and you hear a creaking sound coming from the tree. As you look up and you see the head of the canopy lurching down over top of you, as you see it turn, and a face forms off its the bark of it and says, "Please, mister, don't do that again."
I say, good. Whoa, what the hell? You're alive?
Looks down. Not for too much longer, thanks to you.
Oh. Sorry, we need wood. Lots of it. Got any dead friends?
As you say that, you look over at Fang, who's slicing into the other one, and Fang doesn't look up immediately to see this happening, but the canopy of the other one looks down at him, and you watch as a branch reaches on over and plucks Fang from the back of his collar like this. And actually, let me go ahead and Fang, make a perception check. Actually, I guess it would be on your passive, but you make a perception check. Ooh.
That one.
as he reaches on over and grabs you up the back of your collar and plucks you up off of the ground and looks at you and says, as the head kind of twists to the other forms of these massive trees to the side, says, not my type typically, but he shall suffice. As he goes and begins to toss them up into the air, and that's where we'll pick it up the next game.
Oh, no way. I wasn't even ready.
Time is
That's
What
right.
a cliffhanger.
Wow. Wow.
All right.
I guess you can say everything's up in the air right now.
That's right. As you guys, as Wilma, yeah, you're quite aware of what's happening standing back with your massive passive perception. You see 4 massive Zerkwood trees begin to groan and creak and move in your guys' direction. And yeah, we'll pick it up there.
Damn.
You guys just had to go cut them down. We couldn't have just used the scrap on the floor. Couldn't have done that.
That was too easy.
Had to go chop down the fresh ones.
Love it, love it.
Maybe, I did stop chopping it once I noticed it was alive. So maybe it'll be an understanding tree. Just saying.
That's true. Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe you're
And who knows how long those have been down? Maybe they're rotted.
Oh, clearly.
I wouldn't
yeah.
want to. I wouldn't want to bring that back to Noogaloop for Clawbill. You know.
Yeah. Cloud
What a
would
sentence.
be like, what is this, right?
Yeah. Is that English?
I don't want to bring it to Noogaloop for Clawbill.
Bless you.
Yeah, D&D, baby. Awesome. I know you guys weren't expecting that at the end there, which I was having fun building that up to the trees animated. Awesome. We'll pick it up here the next time we get together. Good job on that drow fight. 15 rounds of combat and coming out on
Lord
top.
have mercy.
Yeah.
That was wild.
That was indeed wild. Actually, guys, we want to go ahead and roll initiative right now. Or you want to do that at the top of the next game?
I mean, I can roll it. Oh, why not?
Might
While we're
as well
here.
real quick, right? That way we don't forget that you guys think that it already happened. Wow, one of them rolled a 0. Yeah,
19.
That's true.
Hey,
I guess they're not very dexterous, are they?
Not very, no.
I rolled a 19, but it's not showing. There it is.
19 gotcha, and I think we just need Wilma's then.
Coming.
which one's the one holding me? The orange one holding me?
Orange one is holding you. 14?
Ah,
Gotcha,
he's
cool.
before me.
2,
Fuck.
and I got a 14.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, maybe Wednesday. We'll see if you guys are good. If not, we got it again this coming up Sunday. Anything else before we close it off for the night?
I start my next
Okay.
bowling league
That's-
Wednesday, so it'll be after bowling if we get it in.
All right, cool. So it's
Sounds
9
good.
o'clock or whatever then, right?
Should be. It's a new league. It's a more serious league too. I don't know what's gonna happen.
All right. Well, you'll be earlier then because you won't be drunk. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Take that short rest and look out for those goblins under the stairs. Take it easy.
Appreciate it, guys.
Deuces.
Take it
Peace.
easy. Later, guys.